Welcome everybody to the website nicklazada34112.com. I just want to say thank you for joining the site and happy holidays to everybody. This is another segment in our show of Meeting the Future interview with Desiree Irizarry. Just want to say thank you, Desiree, for coming on the show. Desiree is from Gavin Prep College Prep in Chicago, as well as Von Steuben, and then back to Gavin Prep. And now she goes to Lakeland College in Illinois. Desiree, just get right to it. You coming from playing two sports in college, shortstop for Lakeland College for softball, and a shooting guard for basketball. How's that experience been for you so far in college?
I've been playing more than one sport all my life, so it's not really a tough adjustment. Probably the toughest adjustment is dealing with school and the workouts for both sports. But in that, I feel like I've handled it pretty well so far.
And with basketball, let's start with basketball. How's basketball been with you in college? How's the adjustment from high school to college been? As far as talent level's gonna be better, obviously, but how's it been an adjustment of getting better in your craft and actually putting the work in to get better as a player?
Well, it's definitely not like high school basketball. High school basketball, you have one or two players who are pretty decent from another team. But in college, you have to learn that when you play against other teams, there's going to be about 4 players that start that are good players and average about 20 points in high school. And now in college, they're only averaging about 10, but they're still good players and better defenders, I'd say, way better defenders. In high school, you play a lot of 2-3 zone, 3-2 zone, and
very
now
basic.
It's full court press from the start of the game to finish.
Oh, that's awesome. And how was it on the softball field? I know it's an adjustment, especially with better pitching, better, just gotta get better on your mechanics, and as far as being a shortstop as well, you're the captain of the field. So how's that been?
It's been pretty well, but I think the toughest thing I had to deal with was charging the ball. I started playing baseball at the age of 3, and I didn't start playing softball until I was 14, 15. And with baseball, you can wait back and tap your glove a few times and get the ball there. In softball, it's a lot quicker. The bases are only 60 feet away, and you got to just get the ball and go. And in college, there's a lot of slack hitters, and that's tough. They get down the line so quick. By the time you look up, they're there, and that's the toughest thing I had to deal with.
That's awesome. And growing up, who was your one that you were looking up to? Like, I know you have a brother as well that played in college as well. Was he a big motivating factor for you of learning from him or just seeing how he does things and you want to be better than him?
Yeah, definitely. I always wanted to do things the way he did it and work just as hard as he worked. He was always getting me up to go take batting practice or hitting me ground balls in the backyard, making me do extra work that at that age, at a young age, I didn't want to do. But he got me up and pushed me to be better, and that helped me in the long run.
That's awesome. As far as your recruitment, going from you're in a junior college right now at Lakeland, for softball, reading your list is you have some schools, name of schools for softball. You have Missouri, Ball State, and Purdue. And for basketball, you have Oliver Nazarene in Illinois, St. Mary's of the Woods, and Bellevue. How's the recruitment process going with you? I know it's tough. I know a lot of coaches promise you things and just want to do things differently. Or have you really settled on one school that you say, or just really settled on one sport that you really want to continue?
Yeah, right now it's pretty tough. I'm in a tough position, and I'd just say I'm blessed to be in this position because most people maybe get a chance to get offered one sport, and I have the chance to be offered both sports. And right now I'm not set on one school or one sport. I'm just taking it day by day and seeing where my talent takes me from there or where I feel that I belong.
That's awesome. Awesome here. And I know a lot of athletes could relate to you. It's a stressful process, especially with your family, your parents being there every step of the way with you. And what have your parents instilled in you about making these tough decisions in your life about, what's the next step you're going to do and everything?
Yeah, well, my parents never pressured me into doing something I didn't want to do. And my mom's not really much about sports, but she always emphasizes the fact that make sure whatever you do, you're doing it because you love it. You're not doing it for anybody else. Do it for yourself, because in the long run, you're going to have to live with that decision that you make.
That's awesome. What's the outlook on Lakeland College for basketball as well? Right now you hold a record of 4-2 in the season, and for softball, what's the outlook on both teams? What is your plans for this? What is your bar? You set the bar very high. And any sport you compare that, because everybody want to make to the championship. But what is something that you as an athlete are trying to feel like? Do you want to score more points? Do you want to hit more harder? Do you want to reduce your errors? Like, what is some of the goals that you set for yourself?
It took me a while to realize the fact that I couldn't go out there thinking that I had to be the one to score all the points, or I had to be the one to get the most, the better stats. And to me right now, I realize that it's not about stats. It's about knowing your role of the team and knowing to fulfill that role. If I need to be in there for 2 minutes of the game and I got to give 110% for those 2 minutes, and if that's what I got to do for my team to win, then that's what I'm going to do. If I score 2 points and we win, I'm happy. I don't have to score 30 points or 25 points. And that kind of releases the pressure, so you don't have to feel like you always have to go out there and score 20 plus points. But right now, for basketball, I'm probably the best passer on our team, and I can also score, but we have other scorers, and other people who can't pass. So in order to become a better teammate, I'm becoming a better passer, and I'm getting everybody else involved so they can contribute as well. And I'd rather take an assist over a basket any day.
It's a knowledgeable point guard and a shooting guard. This is a segment in our show where we say, getting down to the nitty-gritty, we want to say random things about actually a couple of questions, and just get to know you a little better. For social media, I know everybody wants to know this. Maybe you can find you on it. Is it Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook? Or do you have all three?
I have all three, but I'm mainly on Instagram.
Yeah, Instagram. Hey, that's awesome. I know we see your dance move on there too. So if you want to check it out, check her out on there. Let's say if you had a choice, let's say in anything, let's say you're about to sign a shoe deal. Name a brand of shoe that you can't go wrong with, and you're gonna stick with it.
I would have to just say Nike.
Nike?
Nike's where it's at. Not Jordan itself, but Nike, the company. Their shoes are, I don't know. That's all I wear is Nike. Nike and Jordan.
That's awesome. In Chicago, as everybody's a big debate about Cubs or Sox, whatever. What is your stance on Cubs or Sox?
I grew up a Cubs fan, and I know they're not the best, but I gotta support them no matter what.
Yeah, over 100 years, even if it lasts 200 years, we're sticking with it. That's how it is. Awesome. Let's say, who's your idol on the basketball court? It could be any male, female athlete, doesn't matter. Who's your idol?
I'd have to say Candace Parker. Definitely.
From Illinois, Naperville Central.
Only because she's dealt with different situations and to where she had to, adjust and overcome different obstacles with playing overseas and having a daughter to raise at the same time, and it's just everything she's done. I think I look up to that.
Okay. Nice. Let's say a fast food joint that that you'll see yourself. Let's say you're in college, and in college, it's just how it is. Like you scramble for any kind of food, especially when you have those days.
Yeah.
What's your fast food joint that you can say that you can't go wrong with?
Wendy's. Back at school is Wendy's. We only have, and we're so far away, we only have McDonald's, but it closes at 11.
Oh,
so that's tough, because you get hungry after 11.
Exactly.
And Wendy's is open about 24 hours, so Wendy's is that main.
And one question I try to ask every athlete, what's something that you just try to aspire after your playing days are over, after you're playing in college or professional, wherever God's gonna take you in that journey? What is your dream of outside the field? Like, what do you want to become in life?
I actually want to become more like a motivational speaker and just be like a counselor and a mentor to little kids, young teens, and just let them know what I've been through and help them maybe avoid some of the obstacles that I had to go through because of some of the decisions, bad or good decisions that I made, and I would like to help them through that.
Oh, that's awesome. Nobody's ever said it. That's an awesome thing. You're the first one to say that. That's good. That's good. We need more motivational speakers, especially with nowadays with the kids and in this generation. It's just something different. There's one last word you can say to any girl that's watching, any young kid that's watching. What's one word that you want to say to them that about just has gotten you through those days? But what's one motivational word of saying to any athlete that about accomplishing those dreams of being in the situation that you're at?
I would have to say determination. Determination, because if you don't have that, actually, it can't really be one word. It's probably determination, passion, and love. You gotta have those three for whatever it is that you do, whether if it's a sport or your job or anything. Motivation. All those three words will get you through. Don't ever do less than what you have to. Always make it your best.
That's awesome. And Desiree, I want to thank you for joining us on the show today. And just for everybody, tune in on NickLozada34112.com for all the updates, the interviews, any live updates about Desiree for our announcement. All that's going to be published on the site. Look for any articles coming up. I'll be posting them up on Facebook, Instagram, everywhere to, just to send a message out to every athlete, just a motivational word for them, and just, getting to know different athletes and where they come from, what they're about, and what their future goals is. And I just want to say thank you again, Desiree, and everybody out there, happy holidays. I hope you enjoy your Thanksgiving and enjoy Christmas with your family. God bless and goodbye. Bye.